Hi, this is Usman. Welcome to Usman Physics.
In this video, we are going to discuss Telangana State Polyset 2021 paper physics questions that too in the chapter electricity. Please subscribe my channel and watch the total video. So the first question is a current through a conductor is 2 amperes when there is a potential difference of 10 volts between its ends. Its resistance is 5 ohms, 0.2 ohms, 20 ohms, 2.5 ohms. So the relation between potential difference, current and resistance is given by Ohm's law, that is V is equal to IR. So here V is given as 10 volts and current I is equal to 2 amperes. So we have to find resistance, that is R. So by using the formula V is equal to IR, we can find the resistance. So from this R is equal to voltage by current, that is potential difference by current, that is equal to 10 by 2, that is equal to 5 ohms. So therefore resistance is equal to 5 ohms, and the answer is option number 1. The question is, when a copper wire is connected to a battery, the electric field in the wire is more at positive terminal, more at negative terminal, not uniform in the wire, uniform in the wire. See, we know that battery has two terminals, that is one is positive and another is negative terminal. See, this positive terminal of the battery, it will be at higher potential, and negative terminal of the battery will be at lower potential. So when this battery is connected to any one conductor, then a uniform electric field is set up in this conductor, and we know positive terminal will be at higher potential, negative terminal will be at lower potential, and when the conductor is connected to the battery, a uniform electric field is set up in the conductor. So for this question the correct answer is uniform in the wire. So another question is, force into length by charge is equal to which quantity? Potential, current, resistance, capacity. So let us see one by one what is potential, what is current, what is resistance, and what is capacity. So we know potential is equal to work done by on unit charge. So current I is equal to Q by T. So resistance R is equal to V by I, and capacity C is equal to Q by V. So now see, potential V is equal to work done on unit positive charge, that is force into displacement by Q. So that is given as force into length by charge, and we know current I is equal to charge by time, so that is charge by time, and resistance R is equal to voltage by current, and capacity C is equal to charge by voltage. So by seeing all these four quantities, we came to the conclusion that potential is equal to force into length by charge. So for this question the correct answer is potential. So the question is, 4 ohms, 8 ohms, R ohms resistors are connected in series. Resultant resistance is 20 ohms, then R is 6 ohms, 4 ohms, 18 ohms, 8 ohms. See, when the resistances when they are connected in series, the equivalent resistance is given by the formula R1 plus R2 plus R3. So in the problem it is given as resultant resistance is 20 ohms, and remaining resistances which are connected in series are 4 ohms and 8 ohms, and let R3 be R. So if you simplify this equation, we get R as 20 minus 12, that is equal to 8 ohms. So the answer for this question is 8 ohms. Another question is units of specific resistance: ohm meter, ohm by meter, meter by ohm, ohm kg. So from the laws of resistance, we know that R is equal to rho L by A. So where rho is called a proportionality constant, and that is called as specific resistance or resistivity. So from this we get rho is equal to RA by L. So if you know this formula, rho is equal to RA by L, then it is very easy to write the unit for specific resistance. And we know the resistance unit that is equal to ohm, and area of cross section of wire, its units are meter square, and the unit of length is meter. So from this you get unit for specific resistance or resistivity as ohm meter. So the answer for this question is ohm meter. Another question is conductivity is equal to resistance inverse, current inverse, potential inverse, or resistivity inverse. So just now we have seen the formula R is equal to rho L by A. So from this we got rho is equal to RA by L, and this rho is nothing but specific resistance or resistivity. So what is conductivity means it is denoted by the letter conductivity. It is denoted by the Greek letter, that is sigma, and conductivity, it is the reciprocal of resistivity. So resistivity inverse is called conductivity. And what are the units for conductivity? Or as this is the reciprocal of resistivity, the resistivity units are ohm meters. The units of resistivity are ohm meters, and the units of this conductivity, they are nothing but mho per meter. So unit for conductivity is mho per meter, or it can also be written as Siemens per meter. So if units are asked, then you can write mho per meter, but actually conductivity means it is the inverse of resistivity. So conductivity sigma is equal to 1 by resistivity. So the answer for this question is resistivity inverse. Next question is, when how much current flows in the fuse, it melts: 200 amperes, 2 amperes, 20 amperes, 2000 amperes. So let us see first what is fuse. So fuse is a thin wire of high resistance and low melting point. So fuse, it is connected to main supply, and that too it is connected in series connection, whereas household wiring, it is connected in parallel connection, but fuse is connected to mains, that too in series. So when the current drawn in the circuit, when it exceeds 20 amperes, then due to the heat generated, the fuse, because of high resistance and low melting points, it melts, and the circuit will be broken. And by this, all the electric devices, they are saved from the damage of overloading. So when the current flows in the fuse, when it is more than 20 amperes, then the fuse melts. So the answer for this question is 20 amperes. Let us see another question. The alloy made of copper, manganese, nickel is magnesium, magnet, manganese, magma. See, we know there are two important alloys. which are used as heating elements. One is nichrome, the another one is manganese. So nichrome, it is an alloy consisting of nickel, chromium and iron, and manganese, it is an alloy which is made up of copper, manganese and nickel, where copper is 86%, manganese it is 12% and nickel it is taken as 2%. So the alloy which is made up of copper, manganese and nickel, it is nothing but manganese, and the answer for this question is manganese.
Thank you for watching this video.